Imagine standing on the edge of defeat, with every voice around you whispering, "It's over now." Imagine one voice within you, quiet but unwavering, saying, "This is where we begin." That's her story, the woman who rises after every fall. She doesn't just survive, she transforms. She defies the script that failure tries to write for her, penning her own chapters of strength, growth, and unshakable purpose. Why do some people crumble under the weight of challenges while others rise? This is not just a story about a woman, it's a blueprint for all of us. Because in her journey, there's a truth we all need to hear. Every fall is a chance to rise higher than ever before. Stay with me, and by the end of this talk, you'll discover how to unlock that same power within yourself. Resilience is a force within us, often underestimated yet profoundly transformative. It is not simply the ability to recover from difficulties, but the capacity to embrace challenges as catalysts for growth. When life tests us with setbacks, resilience is the quiet strength that whispers, "This is not the end, it is the engine driving transformation," enabling us to move forward even when the weight of failure feels unbearable. Consider how adversity shapes the contours of our character. Resilience isn't something we are born with, it's forged in the crucible of experience, cultivated through trials and errors, and refined by the lessons we take away from every setback. It's not about never falling, it's about how we rise each time we do. The more we lean into our struggles, the more we understand that resilience is not a shield protecting us from hardship, but a tool that empowers us to navigate it with purpose. Each setback provides a unique opportunity for introspection, revealing the depth of our untapped potential. It strips away superficial fears, forcing us to confront the core of who we are. In these moments, resilience is a reminder that failure is not an identity, but a moment, a transient state with the potential to redefine our path forward. When we encounter obstacles, our natural instinct may be to resist them, yet those very obstacles hold the power to refine and transform us. Resilience also teaches us about adaptability. Life is rarely linear, and challenges often arise unexpectedly, shaking the foundations we thought were solid. Instead of clinging to a rigid plan, resilience encourages flexibility and openness to change. It allows us to pivot, to explore new avenues when old ones are no longer viable. This adaptability is not about abandoning our goals, but about finding creative ways to achieve them, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Furthermore, resilience is deeply intertwined with self-awareness. It compels us to look inward, to understand our emotions and thought patterns, and to identify the beliefs that either support or hinder our ability to persevere. This internal clarity equips us with the tools to respond to challenges constructively rather than react impulsively. Through this process, we learn to trust our intuition and build confidence in our capacity to handle whatever comes our way. Resilience is also contagious. When one person demonstrates the ability to rise above adversity, it creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to believe in their capacity to do the same. It fosters a sense of connection and shared humanity, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. This communal aspect of resilience strengthens relationships and builds a support system that reinforces our determination to keep going. The journey of resilience is not a solitary endeavor. It is often bolstered by the stories of those who have overcome challenges before us, proving that it is possible to rise after falling. These stories serve as guideposts, illuminating the path forward and providing a sense of hope when all seems lost. They remind us that setbacks are not roadblocks, but stepping stones to a more profound understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Resilience transforms the way we view failure. Instead of seeing it as an endpoint, we begin to see it as a necessary part of the journey. Each fall teaches us something invaluable, offering insights that we could not gain otherwise. It shows us where we need to grow, what we need to change, and how we can move closer to our goals. This shift in perspective is empowering as it allows us to take control of our narrative, even when circumstances seem beyond our control. Resilience is not about perfection or never experiencing pain. It's about embracing the messiness of life with courage and determination. It's about showing up for ourselves, even when the odds are stacked against us. In the face of adversity, Resilience is the voice that says, I will try again. It is the quiet yet powerful force that keeps us moving forward, reminding us that growth is always possible, no matter how many times we fall. Inner strength is a profound and transformative quality that resides within each of us, often hidden beneath layers of self-doubt and societal expectations. It is not something granted by external circumstances or other people, but a resource cultivated and honed from within. This strength doesn't shout, it speaks in quiet determination, guiding us through life's storms and anchoring us in moments of uncertainty. It is the unwavering belief in one's capacity to overcome, persevere, and thrive, regardless of the challenges faced. For many, inner strength begins as a faint whisper, overshadowed by external pressures to conform or seek validation. Society often tells us to measure our worth by achievements, appearances, or approval from others. These external benchmarks can leave us feeling disconnected from our true selves, leading us to believe that strength is something we must seek outside of ourselves. Yet, true strength emerges when we turn inward, stripping away these illusions and rediscovering the essence of who we are. Inner strength is forged through self-awareness. It requires us to confront our fears, vulnerabilities, and insecurities with honesty and compassion. This process is not easy. It demands courage to face the parts of ourselves we may have avoided or suppressed. But in doing so, we begin to understand that our perceived weaknesses are not flaws to be hidden, but opportunities for growth and transformation. The journey of self-awareness helps us recognize that strength is not the absence of fear or doubt, but the ability to move forward despite them. Building inner strength involves learning to trust ourselves. In a world that often values external validation, self-trust can feel like a radical act. It means listening to our intuition, honoring our boundaries, and making decisions aligned with our values, even when they defy conventional expectations. This trust is not about being infallible. It's about accepting that mistakes are part of the process and having the confidence to learn and adapt along the way. Inner strength also requires resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. Strength is not about avoiding hardship, but about how we respond to it. It is about finding the resolve to rise after each fall, knowing that every obstacle carries the potential for growth. This resilience is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Another essential aspect of inner strength is self-compassion. Too often we are our harshest critics, quick to judge ourselves for perceived shortcomings or failures. But true strength lies in treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we are human and imperfect. Self-compassion allows us to forgive ourselves, learn from our experiences, and move forward with renewed determination. It reminds us that we deserve the same empathy and support we extend to others. Cultivating inner strength is a deeply personal journey, shaped by our unique experiences and challenges. For some, it may be sparked by a defining moment of adversity, while for others it develops gradually over time. Regardless of how it emerges, this strength becomes a foundation for navigating life's complexities. It allows us to remain grounded in our truth, even when faced with doubt or opposition. It gives us the courage to pursue our dreams, speak our truth, and stand firm in our convictions. Inner strength is also an act of empowerment. When we tap into this wellspring of energy within us, we are no longer dependent on others for validation or direction. We become the authors of our own stories, shaping our lives with intention and purpose. This sense of agency is liberating, enabling us to break free from the limitations imposed by fear or external expectations. Through the cultivation of inner strength, we gain the ability to face life with confidence and grace. It becomes a source of unwavering support, reminding us of our inherent worth and capacity to overcome. This strength is not about being invulnerable or self-sufficient to the point of isolation. It's about recognizing that we have the power to face whatever comes our way. The concept of falling forward shifts the narrative of failure from being a source of shame to a stepping stone for growth. It challenges the conventional belief that setbacks are endpoints, reframing them as beginnings, a pivotal part of a transformative journey. When we fall forward, we are not merely surviving the impact of failure, but leveraging it to propel ourselves toward new opportunities and greater understanding. This perspective requires a profound mindset shift, one that embraces mistakes as integral to progress rather than obstacles to avoid. Each fall carries a unique lesson, revealing aspects of ourselves and our path that may have otherwise remained hidden. These lessons are often painful and humbling, but they are invaluable. They force us to reevaluate our assumptions, adjust our strategies, and confront areas where growth is needed. Falling forward means recognizing that mistakes are not signs of inadequacy, but opportunities to refine and strengthen our approach. It is through these moments of discomfort that we uncover our true potential. To fall forward is to view failure not as a reflection of our worth, but as a moment in time, a transient experience that does not define us. This mindset encourages resilience, allowing us to pick ourselves up with the understanding that failure is part of the process. It removes the fear of imperfection, replacing it with curiosity and determination to learn. When we embrace this perspective, we free ourselves from the paralysis of perfectionism, opening the door to greater creativity and innovation. Falling forward also requires courage. It takes bravery to face the possibility of failure, to take risks knowing that the outcome is uncertain. But this courage is what separates those who grow from those who remain stagnant. It is in the act of trying, even in the face of potential failure, that we find our strength. Each fall becomes a testament to our willingness to engage with life fully, to step into the arena despite the fear of falling. One of the most powerful aspects of falling forward is the way it cultivates humility. Failure has a way of grounding us, reminding us of our humanity and the limitations that come with it. This humility is not about diminishing ourselves, but about recognizing that we are works in progress. It allows us to approach challenges with an open mind, to seek guidance when needed, and to celebrate small victories along the way. In this way, falling forward becomes a practice of self-compassion and acceptance. Falling forward also fosters adaptability. When we are willing to learn from our failures, we develop the ability to adjust and pivot. This flexibility is essential in a world that is constantly changing. It allows us to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity, experimenting with new ideas and approaches until we find what works. Adaptability turns failure into fuel, driving us to explore paths we might not have considered otherwise. The process of falling forward is inherently transformative. Each fall peels back another layer of who we thought we were, revealing a deeper truth about our capabilities and resilience. It is through these experiences that we begin to understand ourselves on a deeper level, to connect with the core of who we are. This self-awareness is empowering, giving us the confidence to face future challenges with greater clarity and strength. Falling forward also builds connection. When we share our failures openly, we create a sense of camaraderie with others who are on their own journeys of growth. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, that everyone experiences setbacks and moments of doubt. This shared humanity fosters empathy and support, creating an environment where growth is celebrated rather than feared. At its heart, falling forward is an act of faith. It is a belief in the possibility of transformation, in the idea that every setback carries the seeds of success. This faith is not blind optimism, but a grounded understanding that growth is a process, one that requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace the messiness of life. Falling forward is about trusting that each step, no matter how small or uncertain, is moving us closer to our true potential. The journey of self discovery is one of the most profound and transformative paths a person can undertake. It is a process of peeling back the layers of societal expectations, learned behaviors, and inherited beliefs to uncover the essence of who we truly are. This journey is not about becoming someone new, but about reconnecting with the person we have always been beneath the surface. It is an inward exploration that requires courage, vulnerability, and a commitment to living authentically. Self discovery begins with curiosity. It is the willingness to ask questions about ourselves, our desires, and the motivations behind our actions. Why do we make the choices we do? What drives us and what holds us back? These questions, though simple on the surface, often reveal deeper truths about our fears, aspirations, and inner conflicts. Curiosity allows us to approach this exploration with an open mind, free from judgment or expectation. The process of self discovery often involves unlearning. From an early age, we are conditioned by external influences, family, culture, education, and society to conform to certain norms and expectations. These influences, while well meaning, can sometimes obscure our true selves, leading us to adopt identities that feel safe or acceptable rather than authentic. Unlearning involves questioning these influences and deciding which beliefs align with our values and which no longer serve us. This shedding of old patterns creates space for new insights and growth. Self discovery also requires introspection. It is an intimate dialogue with ourselves, an opportunity to examine our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with honesty and compassion. Introspection helps us identify the stories we tell ourselves, stories about our worth, our limitations, and our potential. By becoming aware of these narratives, we gain the power to challenge and rewrite them, transforming self limiting beliefs into empowering truths. This process deepens our self awareness, helping us understand what truly matters to us and what we want to create in our lives. The journey of self discovery is not linear. It is a winding path with moments of clarity interspersed with periods of doubt and confusion. These moments of uncertainty are not setbacks, but essential parts of the process. They force us to confront uncomfortable truths, question our assumptions, and expand our perspective. Each twist and turn on this path brings us closer to the core of who we are, revealing new facets of ourselves that we may not have recognized before. Vulnerability plays a crucial role in self discovery. To truly know ourselves, we must be willing to face the parts of us that feel vulnerable, flawed, or incomplete. This requires a level of honesty that can be uncomfortable but ultimately liberating. Vulnerability allows us to embrace our imperfections as part of our humanity, fostering a sense of self acceptance and compassion. It reminds us that we are not defined by our mistakes or shortcomings, but by the courage to acknowledge and grow from them. The process of self discovery is deeply empowering. As we uncover our authentic selves, we begin to understand our unique strengths, values, and purpose. This self awareness becomes a guiding light, helping us make decisions that are aligned with our truth rather than driven by fear or external expectations. It gives us the confidence to set boundaries, pursue our passions, and build relationships that reflect who we truly are. Self discovery also fosters resilience. When we know who we are at our core, we become less susceptible to the opinions or judgments of others. This inner clarity acts as an anchor, grounding us in the face of external pressures or challenges. It allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with a sense of purpose and direction, knowing that we are rooted in our truth. The journey of self discovery is ongoing. It is not a destination to be reached, but a lifelong process of growth and evolution. As we continue to explore and expand, we uncover new layers of ourselves, deepening our understanding and appreciation for the person we are becoming. This journey is both a privilege and a responsibility, a commitment to living authentically and fully. Resilience is one of the most powerful attributes a person can possess. It is the quiet strength that allows us to endure life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. Unlike physical strength, which relies on muscle and endurance, resilience is a mental and emotional quality rooted in our ability to adapt, persevere, and grow in the face of adversity. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about navigating them with courage, grace, and determination. At its core, resilience begins with perspective. How we perceive setbacks and failures plays a significant role in how we respond to them. Some view obstacles as insurmountable barriers, while others see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perspective doesn't come naturally to everyone. It requires intentional practice. It involves reframing difficulties as temporary and viewing them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. By choosing to focus on what can be learned or gained from a challenging experience, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation. Resilience is deeply tied to self-belief. When we trust in our ability to face and overcome challenges, we tap into an inner reservoir of strength that sustains us during difficult times. This belief is not about being immune to fear or doubt, but about knowing that we have the capacity to rise despite them. It is the quiet assurance that setbacks do not define us, and that we are capable of creating a way forward, even when the path ahead feels unclear. Building this self-belief often starts with small victories, which remind us of our strength and ability to persevere. Another essential element of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust to new circumstances is key to thriving in the face of change. Adaptability requires flexibility in our thinking, a willingness to let go of rigid expectations, and an openness to new approaches. It is about finding creative solutions to problems, exploring alternative perspectives, and remaining curious in the midst of uncertainty. This flexibility allows us to navigate challenges more effectively, transforming obstacles into opportunities for innovation and growth. Resilience is also rooted in connection. While it may seem like an individual trait, it is often strengthened through relationships and community. The support of others provides us with encouragement, perspective, and a sense of belonging, all of which are vital during difficult times. Sharing our struggles with trusted individuals not only lightens the emotional burden, but also fosters a sense of solidarity. Self-compassion is a critical component of resilience. Too often, we are our harshest critics, judging ourselves harshly for perceived failures or shortcomings. This practice strengthens our emotional resilience, enabling us to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease and self-awareness. Resilience is also about embracing impermanence. Life is a series of ebbs and flows, and no challenge lasts forever. Understanding this truth helps us maintain perspective during difficult times. It reminds us that adversity is a natural part of life, not an indication of failure or inadequacy. This acceptance allows us to move through challenges with greater patience and trust, knowing that brighter days lie ahead. It shifts our focus from resisting change to navigating it with grace. Resilience is a dynamic process, not a fixed trait. It is cultivated through experiences, choices, and intentional practice. Each challenge we face provides an opportunity to strengthen our resilience, teaching us valuable lessons about ourselves and our capacity for growth. By embracing life's ups and downs with courage and openness, we build the mental and emotional fortitude needed to thrive. Resilience becomes not just a response to adversity, but a way of approaching life grounded in strength, adaptability, and unwavering self-belief.